Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a brand new GTA 5 online tutorial. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys every possible secondary target location for the Cayo Perico heist. Now there are quite a few, so buckle up, grab a snack, and get comfortable while I show you guys every single location. But before we get into today's video, if you guys find this video useful at all, please be sure to smash that like button. And if you guys are new around here and love GTA tips, tricks, and tutorials, then smash that subscribe button and click that bell so you never miss an upload. I also have a Discord server which is almost at 100 members, so if you would like to join to chat with me or find people to play with, then feel free to join. The link will be in the top of the description below. I also stream over on Twitch for those of you Twitch users. Link will also be in the description below. And with that being said, man, let's get right on with today's video. Okay, so the first thing you guys have to do when starting up a Cayo Perico heist is gather intel. I'm going to launch this mission and I'll see you guys when I get to Cayo Perico. Okay, so we're arriving at Cayo Perico as we speak, and there are going to be a total of 6 secondary target locations around the airstrip. All right, so as soon as you get on the island, you're going to go ahead and turn around and there will be a big hangar right behind you. Now, once you get inside the hangar, there are going to be a total of 4 secondary target locations, 2 of which are in this fence right here, and the other 2 which are up top right up there. But once you're down here and you have these 2, all you have to do is open up your phone, go to the camera, and take a picture of all of these targets, send them to Pavel. Now you are not guaranteed to get every single loot spawn, as it's 50-50 chance of it spawning and it not spawning, but there are 2 tables down here and 2 tables up top. So there are 2 ways to actually get up there, one of which being this forklift right here, and the other, which is there is a ladder right back here. Go ahead and run back here real quick. You can climb up here, go all the way back, and you can see that there are 2 tables back here. I am very unlucky because there's nothing up here right now, but typically there are 2 spawn locations up here. Now if you're trying to speed run it, you don't have to take the pictures up here. You can actually take the pictures from down there. Now yes, it's a little bit more challenging, but for those of you that speed run this, then it's probably useful to not climb the ladder and take the picture. Now using the forklift, I'm going to show you guys what you have to do in order to use the forklift. Get into the forklift. You're going to go ahead and drive the forklift to this right here. Lift it up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come right over in this exact location right here. You're going to lift it all the way up. Put it as far against the fence as possible. You're going to get out. Get on top of the forklift. Jump on the box. Jump over the fence. And then from here, you can get on into the secondary targets. So yeah, always remember that there are 4 possible locations in the first hangar of the runway. I'm moving on to the last 2 secondary target locations for the airstrip. You're going to want to come over into this broken down barn over here, where there are another 2 tables. So go ahead and just take a picture of whatever secondary targets you have here. Send them to Pavel. And that's all you need to do. Now, one thing to note is that these 6 secondary target spawns around the airstrip are very useful if you're doing the long fin approach as a solo. Click the link on screen now if you guys want my step-by-step tutorial on the long fin approach. Now, moving on, we're going to go to the north dock, which has up to 7 secondary target locations. So I'll see you guys when I get there. Now, I also highly recommend using a motorcycle, as there are a lot of trees and bushes that the cars do not like to go through. So using a motorcycle is very recommended. Okay, so the very first location for the north dock is going to be in this big barn right here on the map. So as you guys can see, we just came from over here on the runway, went down the road. Boom, we're already in the building. Now, there are 2 spots in this fence right here. And again, you are not guaranteed every single spawn. We got lucky here. We have some coke and some cash. We're going to go ahead and take a picture and send it to Pavel. Now, once you've grabbed these 2 locations, we're going to go right down the road just a little bit to this T-shaped building where there will be another 2 spawns. So approaching the building now, it's going to be right here behind this fence on the right. As you guys can see, we got 2 weed locations. So all we have to do is take a picture and send it to Pavel. So there are a total of 7 secondary spawn locations. So the last 3 are pretty hidden and pretty hard to find. So we're going to go ahead and go to those 3 now. So right on the other side of where we just were, as you can see on the mini map there is a big building with a fence. There are 3 potential secondary loot spawns behind this fence. As you can see, We got fairly unlucky and only got 2 of them, but the third one can spawn on that table right there. Let's go ahead and take a picture of them and send them to Pavel. So from just 2 spots around the map, we have already gathered a total of 13 secondary potential loot spawns, 6 of which being on the runway and 7 of which being at the north dock. Now that we've got all of those, we're going to go ahead and make our way to this building right here, which is near the main dock. Now, a quick tip to getting to the main docks or even getting to the communications tower is if you want to do it fast, I recommend getting a bike. With a bike, you guys can do what I'm about to do here, and you can just jump this little mound, and boom, we're already across. You don't have to go on foot, nothing. Now, you do have to be very sneaky as you can get caught. Now, another potential 2 secondary target locations are in this little broken down hut in here. There are always going to be a potential 2 spots in here, so we're going to go ahead and take a picture of them because we got 2 of them. Now from here, we're going to make our way to the main docks where there will be another potential 7 target locations. But once you guys have made it to the main docks, the first place you're going to want to go is to this little hut right here on the map. Now it's going to be right below the dock area. And here you can find another 2 target locations. Just go ahead and send a picture to Pavel and he will calculate everything for you. So the next spot you're going to want to go is to this T building right here in the middle of the docks, where there's another potential 2 secondary loot spawns. Now, we got unlucky here. We only got 1 of them, but we're going to go ahead and take a picture and send it to Pavel. Now, after you've completed scoping out the T building in the middle of the docks, you're going to want to come to the top of the docks next to this camera, where there's like a fat L-shaped building. From here, there are a potential 3 more loot spawns. Now, like I said before, just go ahead and take a picture and send it to Pavel. But last but not least, once you've scoped out all of those secondary targets around the map, you're going to want to make your way to the communication tower. Now, a neat little trick for the communication tower is if there's a guard standing in front of the tower, that means that the signal box is at the top of the tower somewhere. Whether it's the 2nd floor, the top floor, whatever it might be, if there is a guard down here, the signal box is up top. If there's no guard down here, then the signal box is either on this little shed right here or the shed right behind the tower there. Once you do this heist so many times, you start to pick up on some things, and this is one of them that I've picked up on. So I figured that I would tell you guys to help you out for your Cayo Perico runs. But once you've made it to the signal box, the final secondary targets are going to be in the compound all the way down there. So obviously, while you're scoping out the island, there's no possible way to get in the compound from here. So we have to hack into the signal box and look through the cameras. So once I've done that, I will see you guys once I get on the cameras. Once you've made it to the basement, you can go ahead and pan the camera to the left where you'll find your primary target. If it's your very first time doing the heist, you will have Madrazo files, which will be in this safe right here. Now, if you've already completed the Madrazo files heist and you pan the camera to this safe right here where you don't see anything in it, if you go all the way to the safe, there will be a guy standing right here and there will be bearer bonds in the safe. Now, moving on to the basement storage, there can be a potential 4 loot spawns in here, one of which being on this table. As you see now, we found gold. If you pan to the right a little bit more, we can find some cash on that table over there. Now, going over to the wall over here, there are 2 potential painting spots. So both of these locations with the wood planks right there, those can both spawn paintings. Now moving on to the office, there's a potential of 2 paintings spawn in here, one of which being on this wall right over here, and the other being on cam 2, where there is a painting on the wall right there. Now, moving on to West Storage, there's potentially a painting on the wall right here. As you can see, we didn't get it. And there's a table right over here where sometimes gold or cash can spawn. Now, in West Storage, there are 3 potential spots to grab loot. There's this table here. There's the other table we just went over and the painting on the wall. Now, I got very unlucky and there is absolutely nothing in this storage unit. Now, moving on to the North Storage, there is a potential painting on the wall right here. As you can see, we got it. And there is a table back here and another table behind this wall. So there are potentially 3 different loot spawns where you can get gold, painting, or cash in the North Storage. So moving on to North Storage Cam 2. As you can see, there's another table and we lucked out and got gold. Moving on to the South Storage Unit, there's going to be a table straight ahead where you can get cash or gold. In this scenario, we got cash. Moving on to the South Storage Cam number 2, there's a potential painting on the wall here. And then if you pan the camera all the way around, there's a table where some more loot could potentially spawn. In this scenario, we got cash. So as you guys can see, we have now gone through all of the cameras in the compound, and we've scoped out every single secondary target inside of the compound. So those are all of these secondary targets on Cayo Perico Island. If you guys want me to do some infiltration and escape points, compound entry points, points of interest, if you guys want me to make a video on all of those, leave a comment down below and let me know if that would be useful for you in any way. Once you finish scoping every single thing out, you can go ahead and return to Los Santos. Now, a little trick that I like to use, especially when you have to come all the way up to the tower, and you can use this whether you're at the bottom of the tower or up here, whatever it might be. Now, my tactic is getting caught by a guard once you've scoped every single thing out, because when you get caught by a guard, they send you all the way back to the airstrip. So instead of trying to creep your way all the way back around and wasting 10 minutes, all you have to do is run in front of a guard. Let me show you guys what that looks like. So now all you have to do once you get towards a guard is just run in front of them, let them catch you, and you'll be taken back to the airstrip. Once back on the airstrip, you can go ahead and walk up to your airplane and return to Los Santos. Alright, man, well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did and you haven't already, please make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing, man. And with that being said, man, it's been your boy Versa, and I'll see you guys in the next one.